The name I'm going to give this router that we're configuring from this laptop through our terminal application is, I'm going to call it R1, short for router 1. So let's go into global configuration mode. Do you remember how to get there? You can type configure terminal or conft for short, conft. And what is the command to change this end device or this host? Another word for end device, or specifically router. Host name, that is the command. Host name command, and when I type question mark after host name space question mark, it says word, this system's network name. What do you want to call it? I'm going to call it R1. Right now it's just called router, right here on the left. Whenever I run a command, it has that router on the left. Now, from now on, it will be called R1. Press enter after host name command, R1, and there it is. It has changed to R1. That is how I changed the host name. So now I've made a configuration change. I've applied a setting. So I'm going to go back, exit, tab to see the main option instruction line, and I want to save. To save, you have to copy your running configuration to the startup configuration. Remember, configuration means settings. So right now, this router is using or running on specific configuration, specific settings that are allowing us to interact with it while it's still going. But if it turns off and it turns back on, everything that was not saved, just like if you were typing a paper in Word and you didn't save and the computer was randomly shut off and you turn it back on. I mean, Word has recovery features, but in this case, it will completely not, whatever you didn't save won't save, and it will start with whatever settings were saved. In this case, it's going to start with its basic settings that you get when you first buy this product, and that is stored in a file called startup config. So I want to copy my running config. I want to save it by copying it. So copying from the running configuration to the startup configuration, startup dash config, copy running dash config. This is the command, copy dash running dash copy space running dash config space startup dash config. Press enter. It says, basically, you know, when you save a file in Word, it says, you know, where do you want to save it to? Are you sure you want to save this? This is one of those. You know, this destination file name. You're going to be saving the running config to a file called startup config. If this is correct, press enter. Press enter. This is building configuration, which means it's saving. When you see OK, that means it's saved. You did it. Okay, so now this is saved, and I can exit out of here. I tap exit, and I can close this menu. I go into the top right corner here where this X is and close the terminal application. So in PuTTY, in real life, if I wanted to, I would just move this cable from this device, from the router. I can just move it to the switch without exiting PuTTY. But in Packet Tracer, you have to exit the terminal application on the laptop under desktop. So this terminal application, you have to exit it, and then move the cable to get the next updated menu for the device you're using. Okay, so we've worked on the router. Let's go and look at the switch. To connect this cable to the switch, I have to look at the back of the switch. The console port is on the back. Right now, we're looking at the front of the switch. To see the back, I have to right-click it, select Inspect Rear. Now I see the back of it. Now I'm going to move this, left-click, hold where the console cable currently is to on the router, move it to the switch's rear side, and now it's plugged into the switch. So I can go back to my laptop, go to terminal, click OK, and here I am. I'm in the menu of the laptop. This is no longer the